Hi, I want to give just a quick overview of central limit theorem, and I know most of this is past, but if you still have questions, please let me know. Um, I can reach out and help you so that you're going to be ready for that final exam and that Unit 3 test. So central limit theorem, we look at it in lesson 15 and 14, and the reason we look at it is we're given a sample size. So if you remember before the midterm, and I know it was a long time ago, we were doing problems, normal distribution problems, but we didn't have a sample size. So again, think of the central limit theorem, you're dealing with samples. So for lesson 14, you're given a sample size, and they look a lot like the problems you did in lesson 13, and it is true. They are a lot like the problems from lesson 13. The big difference is that sample size. Anytime you're given that sample size, you need to use it in your standard deviation. And for lesson 14, your standard deviation changes from the population standard deviation to be population standard deviation over the square root of the sample. You're still going to do the scenarios the same way, and you can even have percentile problems, but the big difference is that sample size. And I have a video that I made, and I'll put that up there too to help. So for lesson 13, and again, that was before the midterm, what's going on there is it's the normal distribution problems, but you're not given a sample size. So basically everything in the problem, you just plug in. You don't have to do any changes to the standard deviation. For lesson 15, we're using proportions or percentages, and it's a little bit trickier. So you're going to create a standard deviation if you test these and these are true. So go to the lesson guide that I made, and they show how I do it. I just put them here for reference. And if both are true, then you can do the standard deviation. When you calculate the standard deviation, use 5 places after the decimal. If you're watching my example video, I only do 2, and that's not correct. You want to do 5. The reason I did the example videos is just to show you how to dissect the problems. So again, make sure to do 5 places for the decimal. And for these problems, you're going to only really have scenarios like less than, greater than, or between for normal CDF. I don't think they're going to give you any inverse norm problems, but only the normal CDF. This guide might help for you to keep them straight, and I hope it helps. Thanks.